Welcome back everyone for this another exciting episode in this Let's Play series focusing on Helldivers. Once again I'm joined by my co-op partner.
Bing 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 bing, I'm here.
Yep, who still I haven't fired for shooting me in the back several times. It just shows how much I care about co-op partners there.
After point out, you shot me as many times as I shot you.
I don't think that's true, but never mind, we'll go with it because...
You can't argue. We're jumping in straight here now into destroying enemy bug nests in the Ross system. That's the bug heartlands of those who have not played Helldivers before. A nice quote there, democracy is life itself. But of course, with democracy comes people voting, so they could vote to end your life.
They could, but hopefully not. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you're interested, I do hold a monthly Q&A and shout-out series. So for all the information on how to be entered into this will be in the description box below. First things first that we're going to do is... Okay, you start calling that one in?
Yeah, I'm going to call in... of course, with bugs nests, for those who have not played the game before, a little game hint and tip here. With bugs nests you need a nuclear weapon to destroy them, so I'm just calling that in. Of course we're on this forest tundral planet, of course, of Doom. So it's going to be quite an interesting mission. There doesn't seem to be that many enemies at the moment floating about.
Just waiting for it to drop in now. So far we've only taken a couple of shots there from it. I'm going to run straight past the nuke at the minute just to go explore over here a minute, because I thought there might have been some kind of
course, try not to get into your... I'll grab that. There we are, the sample's done. Now in a slight predicament here, of course, with limited ammo.
Let's go. I got it. Let's get to the nuke as fast as we can. So obviously, when you're wading through water such as this, you can't run. Arm it when we're on the other side.
Bug, go.
Go. One thing that we... Oh, that was lucky.
Just nearly nuked myself there. That's both bug nests down. Now we've got another two to do.
Another two, so we're going to take the long way round for this, I believe.
Back through the water of doom.
If I can read maps correctly, that is.
I hope you can. If not, we're going to get lost.
It's not necessarily lost. We just might be fighting a few more bugs than we were hoping. So I definitely use this chance to reload all the weapons.
It's a good point to say so far to those who are just tuning into the Let's Play series. We're a couple of episodes in now. We haven't gone against the cyborgs yet, and we haven't gone against the other enemies in Helldivers. We've just been focusing mainly on the bugs in the Ross system. Purely because that's where we started, so we just thought we'd try it out.
I got this one.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. When you do that, I will put in some backup just to be on the safe side. But I'll wait for that to come in.
If you want, hold left trigger and chuck it.
No, I'll wait a second because we don't know where the enemies are. So
just thought I'd run around and have a little look, make sure that we're not missing any samples. If you get those 10 samples, oh crap, wasn't expecting them to come like that. If you get those 10 samples, you will get pretty much a free particular skill point. That's from what I noticed.
Watch out, turrets coming in.
I know, just a bit annoying because we need to go back that space.
Yeah, but there's so many bugs. I thought the turret may provide some useful.
It's okay, just keep going. I got them.
Yeah.
Or not. Makes sense.
Back and round.
Loop all the way back round.
Grab the nuke and go.
Or activate the nuke. Reload a sec.
There's the turret on the opposite side of the nuke there, using protection, of course. That will destroy my turret, so there we are. We need to get out of here. We don't know where we're going, but
I'm gonna die. I knew that. Unfortunately, the way I called that in then, it was right next to the water, so pretty much even if I wouldn't have dived then, I think I still probably would have got hit by that nuke, just for the placement that I did. You almost got killed by the drop pod there, so
yeah,
that...
We've got the SAM mission now, which is halfway across the map, so we're going the opposite direction quickly.
Let's just go. Just keep running.
There we are.
What I have noticed pretty much straight away about this is I don't really want to be going through that water area that we want up.
In this particular mission you want to avoid the water because it's just going to slow you down.
Oh, I was hoping I had the turret, but I don't. One thing I have noticed since we've loaded into this is I am favouring the SMG that we came across in one of the episodes, or one of the maps for the last episode. There's a sample right there.
And I'm still favouring the original weapon.
The Liberator. There's enemies there, but let's try and avoid them. Definitely using the touchpad, there's going to be one up ahead as well.
Yeah, there's going to be enemies all around here. We've got turrets
Almost there.
coming up. My turret's nearly back online. But I'm going to consider other options first and foremost. Such as... Oh, I just ran myself over with my own airstrike there. That was a very bad decision by me, but...
Not everyone's perfect.
Well, no. You're certainly not. As we can just see there, you're not taking down any enemies.
I just took down like 4 of them with a grenade.
Yeah, that's what they all say. I don't believe it. We'll watch our instant replay.
I wish we could, but unfortunately we do have some site to take down.
That was my fault there. I saw so many enemies surrounding you, I thought I would attempt to try to protect you. Of course, that meant firing into your location.
Yeah, I might have possibly survived that. I wouldn't have gone and alerted them more, but never mind. Might as well reload and just melee them. Just need to call me in anyway. So what I do like about this is, depending on who you're playing as, you can call people in for it. So if you were playing this 4-player online, as long as one of you survived, that respawn that person activates would call them all back in.
Of course, this is the time I have to mention, of course, the aiming reticle is quite sensitive, so if you need to move quickly, you do risk shooting your partner, actually, to be fair.
It's okay, just activate the thing.
It's difficult to avoid them. Struggling there to activate to the thing, as he called it.
Activate the thing. Well, yeah, I didn't really have much time to remember that it was called a SAM site. And we just got one more activation there. Thanks for that.
Bringing in a turret there to kind of protect.
Isn't helpful because we need to be
that side of it, not the side I was. So.
Well, we could have done it from either, but there we go. That's that activated. So basically, it's just get to the extraction now, which is just down from us. So
if we manage the turrets there for protective reasons.
He makes it sound like he planned that. He really did.
Sample.
Another sample. So that's quite helpful. I got it. Just keep going.
Reloading there slowly. I did plan that perfectly. As you can tell, I'm very good at planning.
Of course.
As you can see, I was just reading out the thing to myself there.
Another thing I have noticed.
Airstrike, airstrike!
Yeah, isn't helpful. I got stuck behind a thing. A little warning next time. Doesn't go amiss.
I did give you a warning.
Oh, that was a really bad grenade throw there.
The enemies are, of course, getting harder the more we play missions. So it is getting. It looks a bit chaotic, really, doesn't it?
Does a bit.
I feel sorry for anybody who is trying to watch this. I'm not sure what you're actually seeing, but probably chaos. Definitely. Good use of an airstrike there by me. Of course, there's no better kind of congratulations than self-congratulations.
Of course not.
Literally having to resort now to melee attacks just to kill some enemies to actually be able to reload. I'm down to my last mag here. I got a feeling that it's going to be a hot exfil. So I'm calling in an airstrike there just to kind of give us some. Okay.
Get out of the way. Get on.
After you.
Next time I say get on, you get on.
No.
Don't bother meleeing the enemies.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, as you can see, we got out there with a load of
enemies swarming our position there. But thankfully we survived. We will live to fight another day, as they say.
Yep.
And this is going to be one of the relatively short shorter videos on this Let's Play. We don't want to take up that much time.
Well, that was an 8-minute video there in terms of mission, so kind of that's why the missions are getting longer, of course, as well. We've just got promoted there. We've got stun grenades now as an option, which will be good against cyborgs,
as well as a research point there that we could both theoretically use.
Yep, back to HMS Ukalamurga.
You can use your point if you would like to.
Yes, I'm looking at where. Oh, I'm going to go with horses and bayonets.
Okay, looking at you very strangely for that. That definitely wouldn't have been the one that I would have chosen.
I had to stab people last time, so I realised the importance of stabby stabby.
But we're going jumping on to mission 2 now of the Ashune.
I think first things first, we capture the area, so we land near the area and just what do you call it? Kind of turret it. Both turrets down, cause an arc of fire.
Don't have turrets at the minute.
I do.
So you want here, right?
Yeah, because we need to capture the area.
I'd have probably done the other way, called them in, but never mind. So I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to try with cordless rifle, I think.
Oh, that could be a good shot.
A good shot.
A good shout, that's what I said, a shout.
Good shot.
He's taking the mic out my accent now, and this is getting ridiculous.
Be a good shot.
I'm a guest here and you're taking the mic.
Well, you shot me, so I'm allowed to.
What?
Short.
Whatevers.
Oh my god, that sounds so bad.
Nope.
So if you do enjoy this video, then please don't hesitate, as I said, to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe. And we've dropped nicely down to an enemy at our back and...
at our front.
Sampo.
Well, actually, I think basically we drop down with enemies all around, so this is actually a good idea by me to drop into our...
Yeah, I probably wouldn't stand that. Okay, let's just keep going down this way, I believe.
Where's the capture the area?
It should be anywhere around here. Just like right here.
Okay.
So the perfect place for me to... There's no point dropping another one.
Depends where the enemies come from.
I've got a turret just right up from us.
Yeah, and it may not look down this way, so...
Why do you always drop them so close to us?
I know, it's quite far away.
It's
quite
quite
close. Make a difference to you, but it's going to make a difference to the enemies which are now spawning on us.
Which my turret is more than capable of taking out.
Okay, so your turret is a case of which one is going to save us. Bleeding out there slowly. We're taking this time to reload as we're about to capture the area. And then we've got to activate some SAMs. So I'm going to go upwards and go across.
Hopefully skating around the back of my turret there. Probably shouldn't be running together side by side just in case the turret does decide.
Sample.
Another sample. My sample. So that's one thing that we are also seeing a little bit more of as we progress. Head down now for the first SAM site. Actually, we'll go to the furthest one first.
I don't know.
Make our way back.
What's the extra?
Behind us.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yes, I don't say things just for the fun of them.
He does.
I really don't.
He does.
I really don't.
And here we go, back to the SAM site.
It'd be funny if you could activate both of them like side by side, but clearly that would make it a little bit too easy. The enemies always...
That's like...
Again, a bit more warning next time.
I warned you.
Warning me just as it's coming down is not warning.
It is.
It's really not.
You may not think it is, but it really is. An airstrike is a last measure there, of course, normally used for retreating purposes only. Now that SAM site is pretty much uploading itself, we got the arduous task now of pretty much retreating backwards with enemies literally all around. And
Well, just let's keep moving down. I got this one. Oh crap. Go.
just got hit there, of course, and pretty much dead. Because I couldn't see what I was doing, so therefore I didn't know how far off I was of kind of get myself up.
Well, that's why I was trying to come back for you. But luckily, as long as I get out of that, we should be fine. I do like the little noise as you come in there.
Come back with, of course, full
weaponry.
Which is a good thing there, I think. Of course, this situation is
dubious at best.
Dire would be the word I would use to describe this. Foobar, definitely foobar. Bug out, I can get them with an airstrike. Wow.
Let's go this way. Let's cut down with them. So you can see they will try and swarm us, and they're skating our field of vision there. If we can bothered with that. Just wait a couple of seconds for that to do it.
Put a turret in there, so that gives us an opportunity to get out there towards the exfil site, knowing that our row is going to be covered.
I think we still need to get there because I don't think it's fully activated. There we go. Ah!
Shoot myself in my own turret there.
It's fine. Let's go. Just go. Keep going. Or not.
Yeah, around the corner, around the bend, it's like Wacky Races, and here comes Dick Dastardly and the I can't remember what car he drove in Wacky Races, can you?
I just don't really care at the minute. My main concern is making us survive this. Good call.
What?
That's going to be my turret coming down there. We shouldn't really need another one.
Got hit from behind there. And then nearly airstriked. Because of course when I go down, if you've got a stratagem attached, the stratagem actually does activate if it's an airstrike. Just found that out there, quite interesting.
Well, it's not that bad, it's quite helpful.
Down to my pistol now.
There's no way I could have shot them then.
Pretty much holding out here now for kind of some form of Willis Hope. Getting in a new weapon in.
Yeah, luckily I noticed that coming down, otherwise that could have theoretically landed on me.
I don't think it actually would do that much damage.
It would kill me.
I don't think it would. We haven't had anything land on us yet, so we don't actually know. We're actually speculating at this stage. I'm going to stand deadly for shot and find out.
Rather you didn't, but because I'm almost sure it would, but feel free to. Let's test our little theory out, because clearly if the shuttle does it, so would everything else.
Shot did it, so I would assume so as well. Not getting me up there, just getting out there.
I can't, you're completely dead. When the skull icon comes up, you're completely dead. I have to recall you in. If you go down with the tappy X thing,
yeah, you could have recalled me in with a stratagem.
Why would I need to? I'd end up having to hold out more. Recall in that chopper to get you back.
Of course, because I'm dead there, you only get one star, and that causes a slight problem, of course. That'll probably be reflected in the XP here. Yeah, most certainly I get less XP.
No you don't, you got exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
But anyway, we've now conquered Oshone. That sounds like Ashone, to be honest. Not basically the best
your ass?
Yep, I did. It's at the bottom of my spine, believe it or not.
If there's any budding biologists who have got a quick whip of where your Gluteus Maximus is actually based, please feel free to put a comment in the comment section below. Any excuse to prove him wrong would be highly amusing.
So we've acquired a new stratagem. Now we have the exosuit. Is a manned walker armed with the MG11 minigun and 8 anti-infantry homing missiles. We're going to have great fun deploying that on our next mission.
Especially in your Enus.
So we're going to go ahead and decide which planet we're now going to conquer. So there we are. So why don't you pick the planet we're going through today?
Of course, yes, I better pick the planet. Well, I think we're going to go cyborgs.
Okay, so picking a strange cyborg mission. So this will be the first time that we're facing the cyborgs, and we get to pick a particular planet. You're going for a dive in the park, a really easy one.
Well, I thought kind of cyborgs are new, of course, especially with your Enus weapon.
So we're now orbiting Ras Al Ghathi. So I don't know what these kind of strange things are. So
Don't know, but we just need to capture the area, which is a good thing.
It's a kind of drop zone kind of inhibitor. So I can only go in a particular place. So that's quite interesting. We've got stun grenades now, so we could change that out for our perks. I'm going to stay with the SMG 45 Defender. I find that quite a lot easier than everything else, and I'm going to actually bring in my exoskeleton.
I'm going to switch it out and put into stun grenades because cyborgs, metal, electric.
Fingers crossed that has a little bit of a good thing.
Better point out here, don't stick your fingers in a plug socket.
Nope, so me using that SMG is quite helpful. The hint that we can be used in one hand, so such as when mortally wounded. So we learned something new. We can still fire weapons while mortally wounded. So we're in straight away, and there's going to be enemies behind us.
And the problem I now have is I don't actually have a laser sight.
Okay, that looks a bit weird. Cyborgs are definitely going to be one of those. Oh my god! Okay, they take a lot more damage than the bugs. I definitely think I prefer the bugs.
I don't know.
Reloading.
What is that? I'm going to throw a stun grenade in. Let's see what that does.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I like that.
It works quite well against the cyborgs.
Oh, my shooting today is just atrocious, to be honest.
The problem I have here is, of course, my laser sight is gone, so that makes it slightly harder to work out where I'm firing.
I have also noticed that...
Oh, grenade!
Okay, that was quite loud. I think I went deaf then. So I do apologise for all the viewers out there that might have temporarily got deafened by that. But he means well, and that's what we...
Well, so that one, I'm going to shoot you, so...
Well, I appreciate it. So I'm going to be calling in my exo suit, just down there.
I've got in a turret.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, I think we need to get to the exfil site now, which I don't know where that is. Oh, it's down at the bottom. Well, past my turret of doom, which should still be there, which isn't there. So they've lost my turret.
Yeah, you probably don't want to walk in front of me, because I have a feeling...
Oh, that would explain why.
Oh, can we destroy it?
Probably, but I'm not sure we really want to.
Oh. So the only bad thing about this is my exosuit sort of goes around like a sack of potatoes, to be honest.
Ah, some buses. Okay, let's move down.
Well, this is the fastest I can go, so... But it's quite nice how they've managed to integrate all the different sort of enemy types there. So we have the cyborgs, obviously we get that little indication when they're near. There's a sample up there.
Yes, I was trying to look for the extraction zone.
I can't pick it up.
That's unfortunate. Behind you.
It's okay, just keep going.
I'll call it in. You can take care of the cyborgs, Terminator.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
T-160.
I just used one of my missiles.
I want to try something. I want to see if my turret will shoot your exoskeleton.
Okay, why don't you get away?
I'm in cover.
I will admit, if I die now, I'm not going to be too happy. But never
Well,
mind.
it's an experiment.
Oh, I can rotate the exo suit as well. Hello.
I don't know. It hasn't fired upon you yet, so maybe walk in front of it.
Don't really want to, but never mind. There we
No,
go.
it does not fire upon you.
Oh, not yet.
This could be quite an easy extraction here.
Does
Oh, hang on.
like it could be.
The screen is going bluey here. I think that's as you get closer to the dampening field.
I don't know. Can I go up?
Yeah, it gets worse. So I'm gonna throw in an airstrike there to see if we can airstrike that dampening field out here.
Nope.
It just literally gets rid of your stratagems. Comms are blocked. You can't call in a stratagem.
Oh, you have entered a no stretching zone, so that's what we've worked that out to be. If you...
My turret is under serious attack there.
Ah, it's fine, it's fine. What I do have just noticed is with my... probably not the best I can aim for anything with it. With the missiles that I've got in my exosuit, you can see them in the right hand portion there. I have used all of them, so they are all appearing empty.
Airstrike is coming, sorry, shuttle's coming in, not airstrike.
And you can pretty much get out and into it all you like, so it's pretty cool. I think we should just jump on board.
Yes, quickly, because I just pulled an airstrike.
Oh,
I'm on board, I'm on board.
I'm on board too. Luckily there, you've shot me down a little bit, but got me back up, so I'm not going to hold that against you. And we just got in then as the airstrike hit. So quite nice. That only took us 4 minutes 15 seconds there on the first cyborg planet of Raz Algethi. They always give quite good names to these planets. Have you noticed?
Well, bizarre names.
Bizarre names, well, bizarre good names. That's all I'm saying. Managed to get another sample there.
One more sample, and we get something.
I'm going to guess a action point. And we might as well do mission 2.
Which is another capture the area in Cyborg Land. I'm keeping my stun grenades, they worked very well last time.
I think what I might do, might as well just drop straight by there then, isn't it? I'm going to try out the jump pack, which I tried the other time, but unfortunately...
Well, I believe you tried it on the lava planet, didn't you? And it didn't really work.
Well, I didn't really know how to activate it, to be honest, so it was kind of a bit useless there. I'm also going to probably cool down my recoilless rifle and see how well that does. Probably do that in the last couple of minutes of our extraction, just to make sure.
There we know. Enemy patrols are attracted to stratagem beacons, so if we get to throw them, run away.
Yes. Not like we're doing recently. We've just chucking them down and staying as close to them as we can.
We've landed straight in, and already, because we've landed in, we've caught the capture area.
Yep. You've still got, obviously, the stun grenades active, haven't you?
Yep. So
I was wondering there. Guys behind you.
That's the problem with my particular weapon. I eat through ammo.
Yep, but that sort of goes with it. Sample up there.
This is probably going to be an easy-ish capture, purely because, yeah, there we are, captured it straight away, because we dropped in on the target. So now we're going to have to get to the exfil extraction zone, avoiding the enemy units.
Yep, that's why I'm running in this general direction, trying to use my map there to find out where they are and basing myself around that.
Of course, if you're playing on the PlayStation, it's the touchpad to get the map up. We've discovered that when I struggled in, I think it was episode 1.
Mm-hmm. We are still learning things.
Every day.
Every day, yep, certainly.
There we go.
So that's going to be my jump pack coming in.
I'm preparing some backups just in case your jump pad goes wrong.
Whoa, okay. I worked out how to use my jump pack.
Yeah, you got a turret on one side, you got a jump pack on one side, I got my turret coming in on another side. Calling in an airstrike there just to provide some protection because I noticed you were running out of ammo.
I was fine, but that's okay, I got these.
Okay.
Pew! Oh, that worked. Quite like that.
As we play this game, my aiming does improve, and I am slowly getting used to the fact that reload is a completely different button to one I'm normally used to.
It's okay. The only issue that we found is I got myself up. Right. So there is going to be another recoilless rifle there if you want to give it a try.
No, it's fine.
Okay then, I'll give it a try. Or maybe not, because I only had one shot.
T-minus 30 seconds, airstrike inbound. There we are.
I've worked out as well, if you've got the recoilless rifle, if you swap between your weapons, you will eventually get back to your standard weapons. So you can see here, I've got this. Just keep them off for a sec.
Well, my turret's doing a good job there. The extraction zone there is coming quite hot. The turret at the top corner.
That's just my jetpack.
Right there is, of course, providing the overwatch.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay, that didn't work really well. I was going to destroy your turret there. Can't have them getting hold of our technology, but...
And there we are aboard, and we are gone out of there.
I missed quite spectacularly in that. So, there's another cyborg planet done.
The first cyborg planet, of course.
Of course. we will have a little bit of go. Mission time there, quite the lowest it's been in a while. I think that's probably because that one wasn't going to give us any stratagems or anything. That was just purely done for XP. Get to know a little bit about the cyborgs and see how they operate.
But we did get the oh, there we are. We've got
a skill point there for those 10 samples that we've picked up, and we've conquered Raz El Gethi. So very nice. I think the community influence would be very nice there. And obviously the progress was not uploaded to the Galactic campaign, as we said in previous episodes, that because we are playing this local co-op. By doing the planet, we've also got a 50 XP boost as well there, so it's quite nice. And you can see from them, based on your level, you'll get more planets to go for, and each of the planets will allow you to do certain things. So for example, if we were to go Grand Errant, we would get a 50 XP boost. If we were to go Alart 3, we would get the anti-personnel mines. They would be quite helpful. Clacker 5 would be the airstrike. Alarath would be airdropped stun mines. Canopus would be another airstrike. And then obviously once we unlocked Kraz, it would be the Obliterator grenade launcher.
I'm just wondering, and this is something I want someone to put in the comment section below. Basically, I think we should do an entire video whereby you just say silly names, because you're doing fantastically well right now, making me giggle.
Right, and just to have a little bit of a look to see what we can do on the Ross system, so the bug planets. We've obviously done, well, we haven't done these, but we've got Kandark, KIC, XXV1 there, which would give us the XP boost. We'll try and stay away from those, try and focus on our development a little bit more. We've got Stout there, which are bugs in forest, getting the airstrike. I think maybe that might be our next one. We've got the Gaia Crux, which would give us the EAT 17, probably a rocket launcher there. Navi 7, which would be the resupply pack, and then Gatria would be the airstrike there.
Of course, we point out we'll do the Illuminati. I think
the Illuminate,
the Illuminatage later, because I think we can actually we'll go in and actually attack a planet there, so we can do it all at once, which would be a good idea.
I don't think we're quite that far up yet. I think we still need to go through quite a few different things there. So I'm guessing that as you go through this, if we were to be playing it online, that would fill up, and then once you've attacked enough planets, you would get to the home world. But just to check that, we might be able to find out during our encyclopedia, which I don't think we can actually, now that I've said that.
Maybe Galaxy.
Maybe... no. Oh, politics, the war... No, but it did say in our first video, so clearly we've haven't really been paying that much attention to it. Field manuals, supply and research. Oh. Well, at least we worked that one out, haven't we? So we're learning more stuff now ourselves. The war, offense, defense, planets, unlocks. Right, so that's there we are. So it doesn't look like we'll be able to destroy home planets yet, because it does say there, once we filled up the community influence bar, Super Earth Command deems the defense of the war to the front. So that's quite interesting. But anyway, that'll be the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have playing it, and as always, hope you have a lovely day now.